Alright, here we are, folks. Welcome back to Desert2GardenLV 2024 Spring Tour video. This is the blueberry area, which I redid. And I've got some new blueberries in there and some old ones hanging on. Got some blueberries on the new ones there. There's some tomatoes and melons that have yet to go in the garden. My plant starts. A sherbet berry down there that I've been babying. Some goji berries that took over my pots. Here is the pineapple guava, putting out some new flowers and leaves. This one over here, the Shiro plum, not my favorite, but it does grow a lot of plums. The birds love them. Back here we got the guava. It's been there 5 years. See, it's still putting on some new leaves and get a few little guavas out of there. This is my favorite tree, the Santa Rosa plum. They're the sweetest and best, even though they take the longest to ripen. Looking pretty good. Hiding back down there is the ghost apple, which never really took off. This one here, pointing right at us, is the Vernon sapote. You see a bunch of new little leaves on the tip there. Even had a few fruits on it in the fall. Made it all the way up there tall to the top though, so this year might be the year for it. It's really pumping out some growth. This guy here sticking out over our heads that grew a whole new branch over the compost area is the Mirabelle plum. Little tiny yellow plums. Don't see a lot of them on there at this point, but I always find them eventually. Our tropic guava back there that loses its leaves all the time, and now they're back because it's spring. The overgrown grape arbor. Tiny little grapes hanging down on there. Probably too many, actually. I think I need to trim some of those off so we get healthy grapes. Over here, the mint in the wine barrel. And down in there is the lemongrass. And I keep it behind this little deal because, well, you probably hear it's windy. And those leaves don't like it when it gets blown. Catnip down there for the neighborhood cats. Some spicy oregano. Colony garlic. Some more oregano. That is Concord grape there. The actual plant is over there, but it's grown all the way across. There's even a few mixed in with these leaves. These are red flame on this side. Some white sage, some more colony garlic, a little bit of rosemary that everybody in Vegas has. Down under there is Ugly Molene, the Chilean guava, which is like skittleberry. Been trying to grow one of these for 15 years since I saw John Kohler growing it in California. This one has survived 3 years now in that little pot, but I can't get it to grow if I take it out of that pot. My cactus that loves to die over the winter, but putting out a whole new pad there. And this is more Concord grapes growing over the top of the goji berries underneath there. I might need to trim some of those off. Over here, there is a hazelnut that's still growing underneath here. That doesn't normally happen in Vegas. We got 5 years of hazelnut surviving under there, but I don't know, someday maybe it'll be big. Looking down the citrus row and the artichokes popping off there. So many, we'll probably not be able to eat them all, but they'll make good flowers for the Instagram. Got new leaves popping on the unknown orange. That is either blood orange or Valencia orange. I'm not 100% sure because I've never got an orange off of it, but someday we'll find out. Go on down this way. And Meyer lemon. This seems to be every other year type of tree. I don't really know what the deal is, but maybe the cold in the flowers are out or the wind gets it. But last year we only got like 3 lemons, but this year I think we're going to get some. There's some little guys right there. And higher in the corner is black goji berry, which loves to grow and put on all those leaves and then never show us any berries when the 110 degrees show up. Back here in the corner are a little berry patch. There's a lot of berries in there this year. I got like 2 different kinds of blackberries, 2 different kinds of raspberries, and I'll be eating some if I can beat the birds to them. And right up here is kiwis, which also shouldn't grow here in Las Vegas, but this is the male version here, and this here is the female version. Both surviving now over 3 years. Like to see some kiwis off of those. That would be cool. The gold-kissed apricot, which everyone knows what I'll say about that. We'll pass on that one. Over here is cotton candy aprium, the Zager Genetics cross, and we've only had this a couple years, but it's been putting out good fruits, and man, are they delicious. That is the suffering passion fruit. We had 1 passion fruit on it this fall, but might need to put in a new one back there to get that vine to overgrow like it used to. This here is Prideful Peach, I call it. It's a 3-in-1 peach. There's a Eva's Pride, August Pride, and May Pride, I think it's called. Got lots of peaches on there. I thinned a whole bunch of them out, and there's still just a bunch. I want to get some fat peaches this year instead of so many little ones. And some over here. And this here is my eBay strawberries. Lots of leaves. They're loving life. But only these tiny little strawberries in here. Not sure what's going on with that, but they sure do look nice. And this here is what I've been waiting for years to say. This tree is the Royal Crimson Cherry. This was once just a numbered tree when I originally got it in Bare Root Season 2018, and it's been here ever since. And you can see up there, this year we've got cherries in Las Vegas. Royal Crimson Cherry. I got this one. It was just a numbered tree from Bay Laurel Nursery in a special order, and they're all over now, but I haven't seen anyone else with cherries in Vegas. Got lucky now. We'll let you know how those taste later this year. This is Satsuma Plum. Same thing I say every year about this time. Yellow leaves with veins on them. Looks like something's wrong. I think it just does this because when it puts out the flowers and the fruits, it depletes the nutrients. By the summer coming, it'll be fine. You can see tons of fruits on there though. This here is Snow Queen Nectarine. We've put a lot of trees in this hole. This is the 3rd or 4th one. They all seem to die over here. I don't know what the deal is with the soil or maybe the drainage or I don't know what, but this one looking the best of any of them so far. New leaves popping out, new branches. Hopefully this is its new home and we get some nectarines someday. And this one here, everybody's favorite, the Flavor Delight Aprium. Got tons of fruit on there. I even had to thin some out this year trying to get them more plump, but you can see they even got some red blush already on them. By the end of May we'll be eating some of these. I think if you want to try a Flavor Delight Aprium, they even have some at Gilcrease Orchard in the U-Pick. You can look for their newsletter when they send it out. You can go there and pick some and give them a try. And here we have Bing Cherry and Rainer Cherry. And you say, oh shoot, you're growing 3 cherries? Well yeah, these have been here for 3 years as well, and they ain't giving me a damn thing. Until this year. We got cherries on both. Not a lot, but you're not supposed to be able to grow cherries here in Vegas, and we got some. There's even some up there. we'll be tasting Bing and Rainer cherries right here from the Desert2GardenLV. And this is the brown turkey fig. I let it grow super tall this year instead of chopping it down, and you can see all kinds of figs popping out on that new growth up in the top. Looks like we'll be eating some good figs, but every other year I have to chop this down. You can see my chops there and there to keep it from being out of control 40-foot tall tree, because a fig can do that. And this is the pomegranate row, which I love, is so tall now, covering the side of my house, shading it out, saving me electricity money. Grew about 70 of them last year. I only ate a tiny portion of that, but the birds loved them. And a look out over the garden. It's mostly planted out. I got a lot of peppers and tomatoes, which mostly plant starts from Star Nursery, a few from the discount aisle at Home Depot and Lowe's, but you can see a few spots open in this different beds. I decided to just seed my melons and cucumbers this year to try to get them to grow better, because when I do seed starts of them, they just don't quite vine out the way I want them to. And when I see new little volunteers of melons coming up, I just stick my seeds in the ground. I got a bunch in there and all over, and let those sprout up naturally right out of the soil, and hopefully they grow better. Just an experiment this year. We'll see if it works. Walk down this way. Sweet banana peppers. These two guys grow really well. I love the sweet banana peppers. Don't have much spice, but you can get them at any Star, Lowe's, Home Depot. They all sell that one. A couple of tomatoes. Sugar Rush cherry tomato there. We got a kale that's surviving over the winter. Market more cucumbers there on the end. Sorry for the wind. See a bunch of peppers here in the middle. I believe these ones are Big Early and Just Sweet, which is a similar one to that sweet banana. And let's see what else we got down here. Hale's Best. I got one of those from Star Nursery. Over here, Early Girl tomatoes. Notice they're nice and big and flowery already. See if we get some more tomatoes out of those. Those were good to us last year. And I found these in bigger pots. I normally don't buy the bigger pots, but Padron peppers, we had those last year. They're kind of spicy. They're really good. I found bigger pots of them though, so I went ahead and got a couple of those. Let's see what we got down this row. It's Armenian cucumbers down here on the end. Hoping for all the melons and cucumbers and stuff to vine out and go all the way down the beds and be like ground cover. That's what I do with the melons, and I'm hoping this year I can get back to it. You see little holes like this right here is where I dug in and put seeds in there, so they'll come up. They're touching those. You can see my subsoil irrigation aquajet there. I'd have to dig in a little bit to get down to that, so the seeds will stay wet and sprout down there. A few other peppers along here, and I believe those are 8-inch slicer or something cucumbers there. And here's the one everybody loves, the strawberry bed. I've got not enough soil in there so that I can put this top on with the bird netting, so I get to eat strawberries instead of the birds. Can see all those strawberries down in there. Oh, and there's a tag too, says Quinault. Those are this end is mostly Quinault. In the middle, oh, there's a tag there too. Seascape is the middle ones that obviously are not as virulent. The ones down here on the end are some called Berry Basket or something like that. And there's an Ozark in the corner of this over here. Is what all those big leaves are from. But you can see lots of strawberries this time of year. We come out here and eat them up. But I guess that's the tour of the spring garden. hopefully I can get these tech problems worked out and put together some more videos for you here on YouTube. I have a little time this year, and maybe I'll be able to liven up this YouTube. Otherwise, my Instagram, I'm always posting something on there, whether it's a story or a picture or who knows what. I try to keep that up to date. If you want to follow me on Facebook or Instagram, Desert2GardenLV, it would be much appreciated. And I'll try to get some more videos up here on YouTube as well. I hope your spring is going well, and sometime next month I'll be posting that first 100-degree day of the Las Vegas year, I presume. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.